Well, Goats here. Well, I didn't think I would do a video this week because I'm actually on holiday, but of course Konami has to mess it up and give me the ban list right now. So let's take a look, shall we? Forbidden cards, we have Cyberstein, Super Heavy Samurai Scarecrow, number 89 Diabolus Mind Hacker, get in there, Appointer of the Red Lotus, and Branded Expulsion. So Stein, Expulsion, and Diabolus, I said in my Twitter thread about that. All of those were big problems and needed to go. I will say I'm kind of surprised Stein got on this list. I thought it would be on the next list because Samurais could play it. Speaking of which, they hit a Heavy Samurai card before the deck even really got to do anything. That's kind of weird. And I don't ask me what it does. I'm not very familiar with this deck. And finally, Appointer of the Red Lotus is banned. Again, that's confusing because this card hasn't done anything since it went to 1. Overall, though, they got rid of 3 really toxic cards in the game. Diabolus, especially, I am so glad that card's gone. Castillo will actually be okay to play against now. Okay, moving on to the limits. Blaster is back. I think everyone saw that coming. Mathmech Circular is to 1. Well, I know one of my friends will be very disappointed with that. Gamma's at 1. Well, there's one less hand trap we can play, because is there really a point playing Gamma plus a brick? There's only one of it. Deng Long versus the Yang Zing. That should come back ages ago, but yes, good. Okay, they've also hit Pearly Delicious Memory. Again, this is interesting. They're hitting the new decks fairly soon after release. Castillo Rise Heart is to 1. I don't know how many of these Castillo play. But the less of these I have to out in Burning Abyss, the better. So hey, good. And Naturia Sacred Tree. Okay, Runic Naturia hasn't done that much. It's been mostly Sprite Runic that's been played. So that's kind of odd. Are they worried that Trap Tricks might become a top deck with this new list? So let's see. Blaster coming to 1. We also coming again. Won't do much. Mathmech Circuit to 1. I'm happy with that. Gamma to 1. I don't get that. Deng Long, again, should have an ages ago, so I'm fine with that. Arise Heart, yeah, that's fine at 1. Delicious Memory, again, surprising, they hit this card that soon. And Sacred Tree, I don't get that one. Semi-limits, we've got quite a few here. Herald of Orange Light, that's fine, we'll go to 3 on the next list. Geraldman's hasn't done anything since the big banning, it's good. Unicorn to 2. Honestly, I think these are pretty good hits to Castillo overall. I'm honestly surprised Fenrir wasn't put to 1 or 2 because of how good he is as like a generic piece of removal. Lightning Storm to 2. You know what? That's fine. I looking down this list, I can see why they've done this. But any ghost I can think that wants to wipe the board, it's got plenty of other ways like Kaiju Slumber, Lava Golem, etc. to wipe the boards. That's fine. Runic Fountain to 2. This is the one hit that affects one of my decks. But Runic Sprite Live Twin that I play only plays 2 anyway. Actually, I really like this hit because it means Runic isn't dead, but it does take hit consistency. Mobilizing Gauge to 2. Konami pretty much told us that this was going to happen a couple of months ago. Sky Strikers, they'll get better because of this, but as long as the Bestials are still around, it's not going to change much. And finally, Sprite Starter to 2. Again, my build only plays 2 anyway, so I don't mind that. This will be a bit of a hit to pure builds, but I don't think this is going to kill Sprite or anything. And finally, the Unlimits. Blackwing Steam the Cloak. Could have come onto 3 a couple of lists ago. It's fine. Genetic Ally Birdman. The limit is still possible, but it's not as good as it used to be. It's a lot slower. So yeah, it's fine. Samsara Lotus. Yeah, I don't think the FTK is possible anymore, so that's fine to come off. Quick Fix. Okay, well, Master Plan is still banned, so I don't think that's going to be an issue. Spiral might see some play with this, but without the link into Master Plan, I think this is fine. Starling, finally at 3. Bird Up will probably be a decent rogue pick, but it's not going to be Master again. So yeah, I'm very glad that happened. Draco Face Off. Well, Pendulum players, there you go. And Multi-Roll. Again, I don't think Striker plays more than 1 or 2 of this anyway. And really, Konami, we still can't plot the desires back to 3. The only card that should be on the Summit Limited list should be Malicious at this point. Just put the cards on there to 1 or 3. So, yeah, that's a very weird ban list. They hit a lot of the newer decks, which doesn't usually happen. A lot of decks people thought were going to get hit to death, like Sprite and Runic, only got a mild slap on the knuckles. And they make Kashtira still playable, but actually not completely infuriating to play against now. So, you know what? I like this list. Yeah, that's all I've got to say. So, this will be the only video you'll see from me this week, guys, because I'm on holiday. So, see you back on Monday for the next Structured Deck Scrutiny. See ya.